Alright, I've been tagged by RandomNegro to do a 5 facts about myself video. I've not put any prior thought into any of these, so sorry. Fact numero uno. Hopefully this fall, I will be attending the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. I've gone through school for 4 years, and I finally decided on a concentration 3 years in. And it was anthropology, and then I want to specifically do archaeology. But then I ran out of money because I did the student exchange in Scotland, which I regret nothing about that. But I'm trying to get back into school, and I was going to just finish my bachelor's in anthropology, and then I found out about the Cincinnati College of Mortuary Science. And it's kind of something that I've always wanted to do, but never known how to get into. You know, you can't just go down to your local funeral home and be like, "Hey, you guys hiring? I can embalm some bodies for you." Yeah, kind of hoping I get into this. They teach you how to do everything from running your own funeral home, like the business aspect of it, to building caskets, to embalming bodies, to restorative arts, which is a nice way of saying reconstructing a face so that you can do an open casket funeral. Yeah, that's just something I've really wanted to do for a while, and didn't even know this school existed until about a month ago, so hoping to do that this fall. Fact numero dos, this is a fact about me and my family as well, and is totally relevant for the times. I've recently moved back in with my stepdad. As you can see, my room is an utter tip right now. Yeah. This is the room I stayed in ever since I was, I think, 9, which is slightly depressing. Anyway, so I moved back in to save some money. Fact is that my mother and stepfather are actually divorced. This happened like 3 years ago, I think. And my stepdad, whom I call Pop, has always been, you know, a father figure to me. No less than my own father has been. It's just kind of a weird situation. Like, I always think of myself as having 2 fathers. And, so I guess it's kind of weird to an outsider, because technically I am no longer related to this man, and yet I'm living with him as if, you know, he were my parent. So, I guess I've just always found it interesting, my family paradigm. Whatever, I just think it's interesting. Fact numero tres. I have a birthmark on my left leg that goes from my big toe to my inner thigh, and when I was born, they thought that there was something the fuck wrong with me. I don't know if you can see it very well. It used to be really dark, and it's lightened over the years. Get over here, camera. Oh, you can kind of see it. Maybe. Yeah, anyway, it used to be really dark, and a lot of people in high school thought that I was in some, like, burn accident or something. One kid even thought I got dragged by a car, but no, it's a birthmark. That's all it is. It's just really huge. Fact numero cuatro? I don't know, I took French. The 2 subjects that I am most learned on are sex and death. And it sucks because they're 2 subjects that are typically not talked about in public. However, if you ever need to know anything regarding human anatomy, physiology, and psychology in the aspects of sex and death, I'm definitely, I feel, the person to come to. I feel like I'm very well read and independently learned on these 2 subjects. I don't know why these 2 subjects interest me as much as they do. They always have. Whatever. I guess if I end up going on a killing spree, anybody who's seen this video can testify against me that, you know, I was always a psychotic maniac. But like, yeah, fuck her. Man, she killed like 5 people, but whatever, like, always about the sex and death. Like, constantly talking about, like, sex and death. Sometimes having sex with dead people. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, definitely jail. Jail for that one. Whatever, it's always interested me. Still will. I've just finally come to terms with the fact that I find these two subjects very interesting. Whatever, that's just who I am. Fact numero... I'm just gonna do it in French. Fuck you guys. Numéro 5. The only two organizations that I ever give money to are the ASPCA and Planned Parenthood. I give money to the ASPCA because they constantly send me sad stories about how dogs are being chained up in like 5-pound chains, and like it's rubbed them so raw in the neck that it's down to the bone. And I have a real soft spot for animals, not so much for humans, but animals, like animal cruelty, hearing stories about it literally makes me physically sick. I can't fucking stand it. And then Planned Parenthood for two reasons actually. Number one, because I go there, and it really helps me in the long run. Like if I donate $5, they put everything on a sliding fee scale. So, which means that like I come in, I show them my pay stub, and I'd be like, okay, here's my income, and then they put me on a sliding fee scale that says, okay, you make this much, so you're gonna pay this much for birth control. Not only birth control though, it's also any other health needs that I could possibly need. Like I'm going in for my exam on August 1st. That's on a sliding fee scale. That's pretty awesome, considering I don't have health insurance, and I'd like somebody to take care of me, in a time when I get sick. God forbid that we have socialized medicine. So, number one, I give money to them because it comes back to me in the long run. Just that they can give me a lower cost on my exams and on my birth control. And number two, because I think what they do is really great. I mean, honestly, and I know that the money goes straight to them. I support what they do 100% wholeheartedly, and usually I'm not like that about organizations. I get pretty suspicious about where my money's going. But women's health issues is something that's it's been really important to me for a very long time, and especially now, not having health insurance, if something happens to me, I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna go, and it's just one of those places that, they can either refer me to another place that's gonna put me on a sliding fee scale, or they will do it themselves, and so I will be able to, God forbid, afford, to keep myself healthy. So that's pretty nice. And also, I just want to counteract the smug assholes who stand outside telling me that they kill babies in there. I fucking know that they kill babies. I'm pro-choice. Fuck off. I guess that's my 10 facts. This video is almost 10 minutes long. Hopefully I can edit it down a little. Hope you guys learned some random crap about me. And I guess I'll tag people in the sidebar. And you better fucking do it. You better.